Hello. So it's been a minute since I've actually done a live. A few weeks actually since I did my last one that I was waiting to hear from the doctors or the surgeons about my surgery. Yeah, it's been a while. Anyways, not sure how I feel about their decision. I actually going back and forth quite a bit with it. So on one hand, I am very grateful that they decided to go against surgery, and I'll explain. And on the other hand, I'm kind of thinking, like, what if the surgery would have helped? What if the surgery would have, like, kickstarted the healing process afterwards? So my surgeon did call me back and said that he consulted with actually several of his colleagues in regards to this, and the vascular surgeon as well, and they decided against surgery. They decided against surgery because the leg is still extremely damaged. And they think most of what is happening in there is due to all the damage, the radiation damage, the surgical damage, everything that's been cut out, the vessels that were removed, everything that's pretty much damaged in there. The vascular surgeon is not worried about me losing my toes or my foot, like I was saying before that I was concerned, because there's still enough blood flow going through when I move my leg. So it's not a permanent thing. It's like if I move my leg, then my blood flow comes back. It's just in certain situations, even though, however, it started happening even with my leg, with me standing with my leg straight. They said they weren't too concerned, and the risks of doing another surgery right now was a lot worse than not having the surgery. That's kind of what it all comes down to. So I'm guessing they weighed the risks, the pros and cons, and kind of came to that decision, and basically said that even though I have the obstruction to the anterior tibial artery, and the distal anterior tibial artery is significantly attenuated, meaning thin and reduced in thickness, and then a lot of the vessels were taken out, and just all of those things. And I've got decreased arterial flow and impaired venous outflow, that there's still enough blood flow that's going through when I move my leg, when I change positions, kind of thing. So they're not concerned about that. So the risks of having the surgery probably would have been worse. It would have been a pretty significant surgery. I think they said about 7 to 8 hours, could be longer. So pretty extreme surgery to have to go through. And they decided not to do it. So basically what I've been told to do is just continue to doing what I'm doing. So all the exercises, the stretching, the biking, just everything I'm already doing, the massaging, all of those things, and then basically avoid positions where the blood flow is an issue. So not sitting with my knee bent too long or bending it too long. The thing is, I have to keep moving it. I have to keep moving my leg regularly. So if I don't move it for a certain period of time, it seizes up. It actually literally seizes right up. Like the muscles go insane and it gets stuck. So I have to keep moving it anyway. So I have to keep bending because I still need to bend my knee. My full range of motion in my knee is still not here. So I have to keep working on that. So as long as I keep moving it, then it'll be, just keep doing what I'm doing, right? The crazy thing is, the more I exercise, the more I stretch, the more I do, the more it swells. The more it swells, the more the scar tissue is pushing on the arteries that are already in trouble. So it's like a vicious cycle going through this. Pain hasn't subsided at all, and we still haven't found pain medication that's working. So basically, one of the reasons I haven't been on is I got put on new medication 4 weeks ago now, because I've been off it now for almost a week. So 4 weeks ago, a new pain med that literally threw me for a loop. I felt horrible. Headaches, nausea. I felt like I was in slow motion all the time. It was really weird. head pressure. Like I felt I had a lot of pressure in my head and just did not feel good. Just not good at all. So we tried those for 4 weeks. Nothing happened with the pain except for, and all the symptoms kind of eased down a little bit, but didn't go away completely. So I still feeling absolutely crappy. So now I've been taken off him. I have to be off him for a few days here to get him out of my system. And we're going to try something different. So we're going to do that, but that's why I just haven't been coming on. I just really have not been feeling good and the pain's been insane. So, what keeps happening is, and this happened last night. So what happens is at the nighttime is absolutely worse for this. And I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason. It just happens. And it can happen anywhere from once a night to 5 times a night. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. So it's not like if I do too much during the day, then I know that I'm going to be suffering and it's going to be more at night. There's no reason behind it. So last night, what actually happened, and I'll kind of explain it, is it happened once, but it was a doozy. It woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. The pain was insane. So what happens is I have the pain and I wake up and I have to move. I have to move my leg. When I move my leg, it's seized. And then when I try to move it, literally the cramping, the seizing, the, what he's calling it is the heart attacks that my muscles are having get worse. So every time I try and move my leg, it cramps more, it seizes more, it does all the stuff. So some nights are worse than others. Some nights, every time I move my leg, it just keeps happening. So it takes a while for it to calm down. So I either have to lay there and wait for it to do its thing and calm down and breathe through it, or I try and move it to kind of get it to move it on its own. And it depends. Like if I move it and it seizes, I don't move it. If I can move it and I can get it moving and circulating, then sometimes it helps and gets it moving more. Last night, however, or this morning, however, about 5 o'clock, I woke up. It was crazy insane. I tried to move it, and every time I moved it, it would seize up more, cramp up more. So I knew that this was one of those where I would have to just lay there and let it calm down. So that's where I do all my breathing and relaxing and thinking of other things and trying to distract myself, that kind of stuff. I did not get out of bed till 10:30 today. It took that long for my leg to calm down. Every time I tried to move it, it would just go right back to being not today. So last night was a doozy, and then all day it's harder to, I'm not standing on it. I'm actually on one leg right now, and this one is just kind of to the side. Makes the day go a lot harder for walking. So, and this can happen anywhere from once to 5 times a night. My doctor put me on blood thinners to help the blood flow go through a little better and you know, all that stuff. So me standing, me actually standing isn't causing the problem anymore. So that went away. Like I'm not losing blood flow that way, but the bending still is an issue. So any little slight bend and it's instant. So I have to keep trying that. I'm going to start my new pain meds here on, I think Saturday is the day that I'm going to try. I've also gotten some muscle relaxers for the night. Now, I was taking them at the same time as my other medication, and we were not sure if that might have interacted and did something weird. I'm not really good with meds. Anything that says it's not drowsy, I'm drowsy. I usually have all the side effects when it comes to medication. So I hate taking them. 2, my body just doesn't react well with them. And I think at this point, because it's been, 9 months now of severe pain meds, like all crazy pain meds, and all the antibiotics and all the other medications that they keep throwing at me, my body's just saying like, no, thank you. Like, screw you. I don't want any more of this stuff. So it's definitely a struggle, and it's not working very well. But I'll be trying those. No, I have not. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments here. I do have a really good diet, an anti-inflammatory diet that I'm following, and all kinds of other stuff that I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm definitely working on that. So with everything that I'm doing, like the diet, the supplements, all the good stuff. I'm doing a lot of the good things. Red light therapy, the grounding sheets. Like I'm doing all the stuff, the massaging, like all the exercises and stretching and biking, and I'm doing stairs. Like I'm doing a lot of stuff. I don't overdo it. My leg tells me really fast. When it's had enough, it either starts to shake or I get this extreme pain that shoots through my knee up to my groin and says, done, we're done. And then that usually knocks me out for 5 days. So I have to rest. So I know the signs now of when I'm getting to doing a little bit too much. So I do rest in between, but I've added more exercises than what my physio has. To try and I have to keep the leg moving. If I don't move it for a certain period of time, and it's not even that long, it seizes up. So it doesn't matter if it's straight, bent, sideways. And my husband laughs. He comes into the family room and I'm on the couch and like I'm in all these different, my leg is on all these different twisted positions. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have to constantly be moving it. The problem is I can't sit in a normal chair still. Like I can't put any pressure on the back of my thigh. So I've started doing these chair yoga exercises, sort of somewhat, what the things that I can actually do, but I have to sit on the edge of the chair because I can't put any pressure. So it's not ideal, but it's something. So I'm doing all these things through the pain. And even right now, like the pain's insane. I'm actually sweating. I get these cold sweats when the pain's really bad. And like, I'm literally actually sweating, you guys. When the pain, if I listed all the pain things that are happening in my leg, you guys would not believe it. There's so many different things, and I've got some that are constant, never go away. Then I have some that come and go. And it's literally from my butt to my toes. And the other thing that started happening now is my left leg started cramping at night. Not a lot, but it started. So I think it's just because I'm compensating so much. That it's had enough too. So, but that's kind of what's happening. I don't know if the surgery is ever going to come back on the table or not. Who knows? Maybe eventually, maybe once all of this stuff kind of calms down or they figure out that, it's healed enough that they can. But at this point, I have no idea. I don't see my surgeon now till the end of July. He wants to see me after my next set of scans to make sure cancer hasn't gone anywhere else. And then they're going to have to do leg scans again because it's been a while. So we're going to be doing those to make sure there's nothing crazy there, even though I still think there is something wrong behind my knee. There's so much pressure back there and it's traveled up. I wish I could show you guys a picture. I don't know if I can on here. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on a second. Can I do this? I can. Oh my gosh. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to put this picture up. Okay, do you guys see this? Okay. Can I, let's just see if I can move myself. I'm going to move myself down. So, I know you can't see this very well here. So this part right here, like on the side of my, the bulging out, like on the inside of my knee, that is always purple and very hot and it's very painful. So that's constantly painful. The swelling behind my knee, as you can see, is still sticking out and it actually travels all the way down my calf. Like you can see the white outline, it actually goes all the way down to the bottom. And that is always painful and inflamed. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's inflammation. I don't know if, I honestly don't know what that is. I don't even think they do, but it sticks out quite a bit and it's bumpy at the bottom. And then you can see my actual skin graft on the side. It's still constantly ripping and scabbing. So the pain there, the whole back here, the whole thigh where the skin graft is extremely painful. I can't even touch it. So I have to massage this. And I do massage it with cream. I get in there and I literally lay on my counter and I start massaging it and I breathe through the massaging. It's so painful, but I do massage it. So that whole area is very painful. And then my knee, the pressure is now at the front of the knee as well. And then you can see where the bend of my knee is. It's like breaking blood vessels in there. It's I wish I could, maybe I can zoom it. Can I zoom this? No, I can't zoom it. So I wish I could actually zoom this in for you guys more, but it's like breaking blood vessels in there. So the pain in this whole thing is insane. on top of the nerve pain that I'm having, on top of the stabbing pain that I'm having, on top of the pressure pain that's like everywhere, and it's insane. Like, it actually goes pretty crazy. I'm gonna get rid of this here. You don't need to see that. It's not very pretty. Anyway, I don't know, how do you get rid of this? Can you get rid of this? Okay, hold on a second. Can you tell I'm not very good at this? I have no idea what I'm doing. Nope, I totally don't know what I'm doing. Give me a... okay. Oh, I don't want you guys to keep looking at this leg. This is like, ugh. Not very pretty, I know. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Okay, stop sharing. Oh, no, it goes to this one now. Okay, so anyways, that's the leg. It is pretty, not pretty, and very painful. And there's a lot of areas that have different things in this leg. Oh God, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. So my calf at the bottom, so you guys, that pressure that's pulling out, that's swelling that's happening in this weird line. On the side of that, on the inside of my leg, I have extreme hypersensitivity from the first surgery that still hasn't gone away. So there's so many different things that are going on with this leg. There's days I don't even know if I'm coming or going and where the pain's coming from. It's just everywhere. And some days are worse than others. So I'm hoping that I'll get into the pain clinic eventually. I've been told that it's a 2-year wait. I don't even know how long we've been waiting at this point, but it's a two-year wait. So my family doctor is actually trying all these different things with me to get me to a level where I've got some kind of relief at least. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to find anything so far. I think the problem with it is there's so many different things going on. We can't just pinpoint one thing and do it. Like, we've tried nerve medications, we've tried all these other meds, and like, just nothing happens. So she just wants to go from an 8 to a 7 or 6 at this point, because there's some days I'm at a 9 where at night is pretty intense. So I got to tell you guys, I am so grateful for my Common Cleanse and my Chews, because if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd be sleeping at all. I would need something extremely strong to knock me out for the whole night. These new medication, or the muscle relaxers I'm supposed to take at night, or I was taking at night with those other ones, were actually supposed to help me sleep. But I think the combination of the two actually had me awake for a week. Like, I could not sleep. I would sleep 5 minutes at a time and I'd be awake. Like, I just could not sleep on any of that. So I'm hoping when I switch to the new ones, I actually have to do the muscle relaxers first by themselves to try them coming up here. And then if those are working okay, there's no issues, then take the pain meds to see what happens. But I do try natural medicine. Absolutely. I've done so much stuff, so many different things. That, yeah, we're trying everything. Like, we're like, it's been months, a year. It's been months. It's been over a year of this craziness with the pain. And I'm trying all kinds of different things. So yeah, that was my leg. Anyway, I know, not very pretty. The other thing that happens with this crazy thing at night, when I have this muscle spasms and the cramps and the heart attacks that are happening inside my muscles, legs, whatever, the leg, when I go to move it, it's actually dead weight. It's hard to move. It's like I need help with my arms to actually get it to move. It's the weirdest feeling on the planet. I'm not kidding you guys. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, so that's kind of the update. I don't know what's going to happen. I was still every day to day, one day at a time. I see my family doctor frequently actually right now, and either on the phone, we're talking on the phone, or I go see her just because we're trying to get this under control. Still can't drive for more than 10-15 minutes at a time, or even less, depends. Because the knee is bent, obviously, and I'm sitting awkwardly in the car. So I only drive little short distances, can't drive far. I can't sit. I can't sit in a normal chair. with my leg bent. Can't put any pressure on the leg, and I can't have the leg bent, so it's constantly being moved, which is okay. I mean, I have to keep moving it. I still have my legs, so I'm grateful for that, and I keep saying that. There are people that are way worse off, people that, you know, aren't recovering from cancer, people that are no longer with us, you know, people that have a lot more to go through. So I'm extremely grateful that I have, you know, still have my leg and I'm still able to do all this. I'm still able to walk. Some days it's worse than others and more painful, but I am still able to walk and can do things. So absolutely, totally grateful for that and all the support that I'm getting. And the other reason I actually came on today is because I've had so many of you actually send me messages asking what's going on, because I haven't come on and done my usual updates. So I appreciate you all for wanting to know and thinking about me. You guys have no idea how much that means to me. Love you all for that. And really appreciate you. This definitely has been a journey, and it's obviously not over yet. But that is the story, or my update for what's been going on. Now, I wanted to actually talk about this little thing. Have you guys seen the commercial about this cold foam thing for your coffee? So this commercial drives me absolutely crazy. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know. Maybe it's because how she says the cold foam coffee, cold coffee, whatever it is that she says so loud and so all the time, that it drives me crazy. Absolutely drives me crazy. I don't drink coffee, you guys. And what did I buy when I was at the store? I actually bought it. How crazy is that? So those commercials that drive you crazy obviously work, because here I am with cold foam coffee enhancer. I'm a coffee barista at home without the coffee. So I got some of these Frappuccino mocha things that I actually sometimes use for medication. I drink a little bit to do medications with it. That's the only coffee I ever drink. It's not really coffee. So I'm going to try it today with it. I know, crazy, right? You guys, these commercials work. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for, you know, listening and reaching out to find out what happened. And one day at a time, it's going to be. And please ignore my roots. Those are insane. And oh my gosh, look at the gray hair. I've got so much gray hair. This past year has really brought it out. But my hair is growing insane. So it's been 2 months since I did my hair. In 2 months, the growth is insane. I have so much new growth everywhere. Like I have to use, speaking of which, I have to use these clips in the back because they're just everywhere back here. I got to tell you guys, if you're not using good shampoo or shampoo, conditioner, whatever, if you're not using something that concentrates on your scalp, where you're actually cleaning your scalp and detoxifying it and opening up your pores so that your cuticles and everything else, so your hair can grow and all that stuff, you're missing out. Prolux is amazing. When I first started using it, I used it every day, every second day. And I did that for quite some time. Literally, you guys, I wash my hair once a week right now. One, because I'm extremely lazy and it's just easier to shower without doing my hair, but I can get away with not washing my hair for a week and love that. I still use the, obviously I wash it with shampoo and conditioner, and once a week I use the mask on it to just kind of help it. But the scalp, oh my God, that's the other thing. This pain is like, I lose my words right now, even though I still use my EHT. God, thank God for that, because I'd probably be in really big trouble if I didn't. Yeah, I totally forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by the questions here. Not the time for any of that, so this is just an update on this. So I still use the Prolex, the fourth product that's in there. It also works as a dry shampoo, so it helps with the hair looking like it's not getting greasy, but it actually doesn't really get that greasy, except for it is quite gray. But that's expected with everything that's been going on, honestly. So anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for reaching out again. And now I'm starting to blabber, so I'm going to end this. And we'll just keep going one day at a time. Thanks for watching.